We are live early today because Bitcoin is really spicy. We've seen some very interesting price action. The pumps are pumping, the bulls are cheering. Bitcoin has reached $1 trillion market cap again, passing 50,000. The total crypto market cap sitting above $2 trillion right now, guys. This is not a drill. This is real. And Bitcoin may be doing something it's never done before. So sit in, smash the legs, guys. Let's jump into this. We got to get to these charts quick, and I've got some awesome stuff for you, so let's go. In just 70 days, roughly April 20th on 420, Bitcoin's halving will commence again, reducing the block reward from 6.5 to 3.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. This is spicy. It's going to come back into play. Just follow me here for a little bit. So what has never happened before? Looking back at Bitcoin's history, we have had three halvings. Each halving, we have seen some kind of price action pre-halving, so right now, underneath the previous all-time high. Back in November of 21, $2.50, we remained below it until after the halving. Shot up to $1,000. Back down to 270 pre-halving. Afterwards, shot up to 20,000. Again, 30K or 3K pre-halving in 2020 up to 69,000. And here we are just 70 days away. Bitcoin's trading about, let's say at this point, I'm losing track. It's moving up so fast. We're about 17,000 below the all-time high. But there's some really interesting mechanics at play here. Where is this bullishness coming from? Because if you guys have been tuned into the streams day in and day out, you'll see retail is not here yet. The hype is not here yet. Despite Bitcoin putting on, I think it's a little bit over 3x, 3.5x, maybe hitting on 4x, retail's gone. There's no hype. People are not paying attention. I believe that this is mostly due to stocks hitting all-time highs like the NASDAQ and S&P 500, kind of stealing away those degens and maybe the attention that Bitcoin typically gets. To my memory, Bitcoin has never been in this situation either, where stocks are already at all-time highs, yet Bitcoin kind of hovering in an indecision-ish level, leaving people questioning if it's going to follow. Hopefully, once Bitcoin does retrieve 69,000, we will see that attention and that hype flood back in. But until then, we're going to be covering these charts. So what's causing Bitcoin to go up? This is probably the question on everyone's mind who's finding this channel for the first time. Shout out to you. Make sure you subscribe. Why? So we have 2 or 3 really important metrics we've been following for the last month or so, and they seem to be playing out incredibly accurately. Looking up here, we see Bitcoin's or GBTC's trust or Bitcoin trust outflows. And what this is people fleeing GBTC, converting, and at least so far seems to be rolling or rotating that money into other ETFs that have lower fees. GBTC sits at like 1.5%. Everything else is down in like a fraction of a percent. This is a logical move, though I definitely didn't see this coming into the ETF hype. But what we see on the 24th, we had a capitulation of sorts. We saw 24,000 Bitcoin flow out of Grayscale. They started with 620,000 Bitcoin, which is a ton. And you can see the 30-day change up in the corner over here. They're already down 160-ish thousand Bitcoin from just January 11th. That is incredible. But more incredible than that is these flows seem to be tapering off. We identified this about a week ago, and that trend has continued over the last few days. Pre-24th, we were probably averaging 13,000 outflows of Bitcoin a day. Since then, that number has shrank from 10 down to 5, down to 2. And we do see maybe yesterday and 2 days ago a little bit higher outflows, but we can really see this momentum slowing down. Yesterday, I believe GBTC only converted 2,000. This number continues to trickle off, and it does kind of ask the question, will we ever see inflows into GBTC? Well, I believe it's possible, and the catalyst for that is likely going to be Bitcoin moving to higher highs, having spicy upside price action, and that's what we're getting today. So keep an eye on these outflows. It would be absolutely insane to see GBTC have inflows after this entire FUD event, after all of this conversion, this rotation, that would probably be the most bullish signal I can think of. Let's be real. Looking over at total or assets under management for ETFs. In just 1 month, Bitcoin ETFs have become the most successful ETF ever, with $32 billion purchased via the 9 ETF sources, or whatever they call them, the 9 ETFs that are available. That is insane. Now, I'm not exactly sure why it went down yesterday. I do believe that we had a total net flow, maybe the price of Bitcoin reflecting here in AM, but it doesn't matter. We are seeing a clear uptrend. And what's interesting about this is the inflows or the purchasing of ETFs or Bitcoin of these ETFs is outmatching miners' rewards. The rewards that, if you remember from just a little bit ago, are about to be halved in just 70 days. I'm already forgetting the day. April 20th, about to be halved. So ETFs are gobbling up roughly 20 times the daily new issuance of Bitcoin. And in just a few weeks, that issuance will cut in half. And so even if that inflow stays flat, that will double the amount of daily Bitcoin being mined that's being consumed. This is incredibly bullish and actually might be part of the Bitcoin's never done this clickbaitish title. Typically, the halving event is the liquidity crunch. There's a lot less Bitcoin available hour on hour to be sold. Typically, when we have the halving, that supply is reduced and it takes less buying pressure to absorb the newly mined Bitcoin that miners put onto the market. So jumping into miners, as I was saying, a second factor that we've been watching and is likely contributed to Bitcoin's rally here, miner flows to exchanges. We saw some incredibly heavy miner flows. By the way, shout out to Into the Cryptoverse. This is Benjamin Cohen's data site. I do have a link in the description to it if you want to check it out. But we saw some incredibly heavy miners selling in May of 22, basically entering the bear market. Since then, this has trickled off. It did briefly rally right about here, May. Briefly rallied, and we saw miners sending more Bitcoin to exchanges, and this can pretty easily be explained by ordinals. Ordinals joining the Bitcoin blockchain has pumped up the amount that miners are getting per successful mined block, and it's not because it's not the same mechanic as the halving. It's a different mechanic. People are paying really high transaction fees to send Bitcoin transactions due to the kind of congestion of the network. However, that doesn't even seem to really be in play anymore. This continues to trickle off. So less Bitcoin is making it to exchanges, which results in directly less selling pressure. This is very exciting. To back this up a little bit more, we look at supply held by exchanges, something that we made a clickbait video about a few months ago saying, is this time different? And seemingly it is. We couldn't have known how the ETFs would debut back then, but now we do, and this data starts to line up very excitingly. Unlike previous rallies or into bear markets or whatever you want to call it, let's say market cycles of Bitcoin, we have seen Bitcoin's supply virtually only trend up to exchanges. This makes sense as Bitcoin has more liquidity, more interested participants in the market, etc. However, right here is where it gets a little spicy. In March of 2020, on that crash and into the bull run, we saw it dip down really, really low, peaking out in June of 21. And since then, it's just been trickling off. Let's zoom in. Trickling off. This makes sense. If miners are sending less Bitcoin to exchanges daily, then exchanges, if they have the same outflows of Bitcoin, are clearly going to be left with less supply. This is exciting because supply on exchange is the only Bitcoin available to be sold. You cannot sell your Bitcoin on exchange if it's in your wallet. That makes sense. So as this reduces, we have less and less selling pressure and prices moving up. This is a really volatile combination with the ETFs inflows, GBTC's outflows, miner flows to exchanges, supply held by exchanges, and finally, the Bitcoin halving sneaking up on us in just a few weeks here. We have one of the craziest environmental setups for Bitcoin, if not the craziest I've ever seen. The thing that's really blowing my mind here, other than price, is the fact that I just haven't seen the hype. I haven't seen the traffic. As a YouTube channel, we're very in touch with new people looking for crypto content, Bitcoin content, and we get a little inside scoop into kind of where that's at on a scale of 1 to 10. And right now, I have never seen such volatile, positive, bullish price action with such little hype. This is a great sign. Back in 2022, in November, let's pull up the chart here. Back in November of 2022, back here, we talked about Bitcoin moving to 48K, saying the bottom was in. We are the home of the bulls, guys. You know this, right? A lot of people have jumped on board since, but we the bulls. Congrats to everyone who's been here this whole time. I think at this point you can say you've made it. We were looking for 48K, but we said something really important, and that was this climb, the slower and the more grueling it can be, the stronger and more likely it is to deliver us something new or something even more bullish than we would expect. I think it's safe to say that all through 23, minus probably the last 2 months, Bitcoin managed to keep sentiment and expectations really in check. We had a wild move up from the low just a few months into the year, over 100% gain. People did get a little bit hype up here at 31,000, but that really did cool down over the summer, trading sideways for 3 months. Pretty much extinguished all of the hype that I saw, and traffic on YouTube for crypto hit really, really low lows down here. We have seen some really exciting rallies, but it seems like every time Bitcoin moves up, it then takes its time to build support, to extinguish the fire, the hype that people are feeling. The sentiment being in check is absolutely, out of all the things I've talked about today, the biggest one for me. I call this sentiment divergence, and that is when sentiment doesn't match price. Price has moved up incredibly, yet sentiment is not really there. We're still seeing Capo tweet about 30K or whatever number. All our favorite bears are still adding to their shorts somehow. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that. They've been adding to their shorts since 15. But anyway, this climb is amazing, and it is beyond anything that I could have asked for. Here we are at 51.7K. This seems to be quelling the worries of 48,000 being our retracement top to match something like 2019. This was the biggest concern on my mind for many months, is that we would see something like this, especially in the early 2023, something that is an inefficient move to the upside, meaning we move up and we really don't have any retracement. There's no pullback. It's almost only up. That was a 350% rally, which is roughly where we're at now. However, very different climbs. If you look here on the week, these are giant green candles. Some of the most exciting green candles actually in Bitcoin's history, at least in my observation. Just up, we see maybe 1 or 2 candles where it even can close red on its way to 13.8. That is in stark contrast. That is really contrasting with what we've seen here. In fact, I want to say it's almost the opposite. We're seeing these big pullbacks, these healthy corrections, building resistance, breaking it, testing it out as support, breaking it, moving higher. This is almost unbelievable to me. A few months ago, maybe like 6 months ago, I was still looking for 48,000 and then down probably into like the 24s, 25s. It was a very unpopular opinion that slowly became more popular as we rose. But now I'm starting to think that's not the case. I am actually getting on board with Bitcoin doing something new this time. To wrap this all up and to connect it from the beginning, the something new is potentially a new all-time high before the halving. We've never seen this. We've never had anything like this happen in Bitcoin. But the environment right now, the factors that are in play, it is more likely than it has ever been. I don't say this to get you guys FOMOing or to make bad decisions or whatever. I'm not saying go all in, guys. DCAing, I've been saying this for weeks and weeks. DCAing, great place to start. Whether it goes up or down, you're in a great position. But this is really wild. This is insane. It's insane. After breaking past 48, let's call it 48 to 50K on the weekly here, looking back to the left, we see very little in the way of Bitcoin and this new all-time high. In fact, we actually talked about that on Monday. We said this level, if it breaks, we really only have, let's pull this up this way. Should have prepared this. We really only have like 61K up here looking at a monthly time frame. I think this is the best time frame to look at it on. It's just clearer. Right here is our 38 to, let's say, 48K area. We have efficiency and price. Price fell. It bounced back up for maybe over 2 months before falling lower. Buyers were trapped. Sellers were stopped out, etc. And that creates resistance. This is what we call efficient price action, inefficient price action. Above it, this fall has no bounce. It has no trapping. It has no stopping out. It is just down. And that is inefficient price action. And typically, when we see price move through a point of efficiency or resistance into a point of inefficiency, we see it rocket. And we have seen this on altcoins all year. We have seen them push into these resistances, get into these zones, and then make wild moves. Wild moves. 61K is really all that sits in front of us. 61.3. That is really all that's there. This close in February, provided we're still anywhere near this price, implies we're moving to 61.3 pretty quickly. This is, at the moment, 2, 4, 6 green monthly candles in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a little spooky. That's a little scary. We had 6 on the way up in 2020. I didn't even know that. Whatever. Clearly showing us a bullish trend here. I'm starting to think, I said 30.4. If I wasn't in Bitcoin and I was looking to get into a position, said this for a few months when we were much closer to this level, 30.4 is where I would look. This is our monthly resistance that we broke and we didn't back test it. Typically on a monthly time frame, we do get back tests, whether it's resistance or support, with pretty high confidence. However, there was a time that's very relevant to right now, potentially, where a really similar setup happened and we did not go back to test it. Back here, I can't stop drawing similarities between these two now. On right here, 39.8-ish, or 13.8-ish. We had our monthly closes from the all-time high. This is where we rejected in 2019. We broke through it on the monthly, and I remember we were streaming. We're coming up on 5 years here. We were streaming and saying, man, 13.8 would be a great entry here. You know, we're kind of blasting off. We're still below 20K, but that's an untapped, an unflipped support. It never came. Maybe 30.4 is going to be the 13.8 of last cycle. That I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I do know that this is bonkers, and I am so glad to have every single one of you here today. Hopefully the stream's not weird like yesterday or Monday. We had some issues. I don't know what it was. But I do see we have quite a few viewers. Guys, if you could, please smash the like button for this long-winded intro. I did a little homework this morning. If you didn't sleep last night or were woken up at 5 in the morning like I was and then didn't fall back asleep, could you put a 1 in chat? Let's see how many of us are sleepless tonight. I love it. Oh no. It's lower than the recommended rate. You know, I was just saying, I hope everything's good. Hope the stream's not weird. There it is. Something YouTube, you'd never cease to poop on the parades. Actually, real quick here. Here's your $2 trillion total crypto market cap. Your $1 trillion Bitcoin market cap. We did it, fam. We did it. There's some alts that have made big moves, but first I want to see what everyone's doing and maybe try to figure out what's going on with this stream that I don't know. Oh, God. 2,600 KBS. What in the hell? This has never happened. We did have a big snowstorm yesterday. Maybe my connection has goofed up. Actually, can you let me know in chat, guys? Is it watchable? Is it even watchable? Should we continue? Ones, I see the ones, man. I see the ones. Getting that blazing license. Yeah, let's get 420 likes, man. I haven't brought that up in a while because hype has been a little lower. We haven't been getting quite as many likes as we usually do. Let's get that to 420. Let's get it. Let me see. Uses LA hair gel. I don't know. It's not LA. I don't know what it is. It is hair gel, though. I don't know if it's LA hair gel. GTA looking very... I'm looking very GTA. Hey, what do you think? What do you think about it? You haven't bought since the last bull, your wife's boyfriend. Oh, my goodness. Mall Champ, I see you, man. With the one, Luhan... Jack and a Crack, Tom, Tom Aragani. Good morning to you. What's up, Christoph, Brendan, Christopher, Kenya, Wes, Vegeta? Guys, we all need to send Bitcoin our energy today. Spirit Bomb, Dragon Ball Z style. It needs every single one of us. It needs our energy. It needs our chi. Let's put this down to a low time frame. I hope this stream is watchable. I haven't gotten to the bottom of the chat yet, so I don't know. Gold Dragon, Cooler J, Jesse, Greg, DJ, Foster, Anotuv, everybody. Brendan E, P Perps, I like that name. Barbaric Puma, Brandon E, of everybody, man. Nobody slept last night. You're in good company. I didn't sleep either. So I might be a little goofed up. You're not bullish enough. You're not bullish. I'm never bullish enough, even though I'm bullish all the time. Stream's all good. That is weird, dude. What is going on, though? This is the dreadedest warning. When you get this warning on YouTube, it typically means the stream is unwatchable. Yikes. Status good. Why is it good? I don't understand. Why is it like I don't know. It says I'm given 2.6 thousand KBS and we need like 8 to 10 to have like 1080p. I don't know what's going on, man. YouTube trying to shut us down. It doesn't want us getting the alpha today, I suppose. I don't know, man. I'm worried we're going to disconnect, to be honest. I'm worried we're going to disconnect. Maybe it's lying to me. Maybe it's lying to me. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's bullshitting me. Maybe it's like getting a fine connection. It's just trying to get me to quit. But we won't quit, YouTube. We won't do it. We won't do it. So let's check out what's going on. Some low time frames here. 5 minute. We have seen a beautiful move this morning from 49.8 to 51.8. 49.8. $2,000 move. Nice. In just 20 minutes, the markets will open, traditional markets. I have a warning for you guys. Typically, when we see a move like this overnight or into the very early morning hours in the US, it does tend to stop once the markets open at 9:30. That's 20 minutes away. We're sitting right here. And if I was ever going to bet that wasn't going to happen, I'd probably bet on this one. This is looking pretty good. This is looking rather good. We can see a flat top forming on a low time frame here. Our lows coming up. And that is a great setup to make a move to our next extension target. Our measured move sitting at 52.6. We can see that happen today. Feed is strong like bull. Cool. Cool. Nice. Maybe if I refresh it, we'll see. But it's like, it gives you anxiety, man, when you're streaming and YouTube's like, nah, dude, it's not working. Makes you think it's going to crash. They give you PTSD. What's up, VJ Nanjagawada? VJ, what's up, man? Subscribing. Great to have you here. Appreciate you. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Join our fam. Check out the Discord. Links are in the video description below, along with our sponsors, Femex and LuxAlgo, the both. Number one, crypto trading exchanges and trading tools. Check them out. Use my links to sign up. Also, if you use my Femex link and you join the Discord, you will be able to get access to exclusive trade setup rooms that I'm keeping very updated. So a little bonus, little added value there to your signing up. There it is. There it is. There we go. These 1 hour candles looking all right. Little reluctance here. I like this 1 hour order block sitting right here. Is that tested as support? A little bit. Kinda. Let's check out some of our indicators here. RSI nice and up. Little potential for bearish divergence, but should have started with this even. Pro tip, guys. When you are in a bull market, you can pretty much ignore bearish divergence. Doesn't mean that it won't play out ever, but the probability of bearish divergence doing anything drastically drops in a bull market, or in a bullish trend, we'll say. The same is true in reverse. In a bearish trend, like let's say all through 2022, you can pretty much ignore bullish divergence. Follow the trend. Follow the trend and find signals that confirm with the trend. That is my best piece of trading advice for you guys today. See that 4 hour. Higher high on our 4 hour, which is always a welcome sign. I like that. 51.5, the open here. 30. What's up, Tommy G, my guy? How you doing, Tommy G? RSI hanging out and overbought. I like it. That's where you want it. 15-minute looking pretty clean. 5-minute, a little saggy, actually. Let's go down to the 1. 1 minute, picking up steam again. 2, a little saggy. A little saggy. 4. All right. 15. Like 20. Look at that, man. 20-minute candles. Look at that RSI. That's beautiful. No bearish divergence here. You're blasting new RSI highs. That's clean. That's clean. Honestly, with 17 minutes into pre-market, or 17 minutes into traditional market open, kind of think we're going to see a move. Kind of think we're going to get a little more uppies. Little uppies, man. We've already broken our high here. Yeah, our measured moves are sitting pretty close to our more macro ones. Oh, man. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, guys. Bitcoin's our Valentine today, apparently. I'm going to let this simmer for just a minute. I'm going to pull this up. Let's see what's moving the biggest. DYM, we looked at that recently. Bonk making some moves. Helium, Solana. We'll take a look at Solana here. Let's pull Solana up. There it is. Solana, we were looking for 101. 120 sits above us as resistance. We were looking for this on Monday. It does look almost guaranteed at this point. About a 1.5% move to 120. If you're a Solana bull, though, what you're hoping for is a break of 120 and get a nice move up to that 137. That'll put you at your highest monthly, or maybe it was weekly, your highest weekly point of efficiency. And if you break through that, your all-time high is really all that's left. There it is. Let's look at this chart this way. There we go. Right here, 137-ish on the week. You break that, your all-time high is all that sits in your way, man. All that sits in the way of Solana going even higher. Solana looking good. I like this little cup formation. SEI. This caught my eye earlier too. SEI right here. We've looked at this many a time on stream. Right now, in this moment, it is retesting its all-time high at 87 cents. Breaking 87 cents without even doing TA. What would we say? Well, $1. $1 is a psychological value. It's a very commonly hit profit TPing spot. And when we see price break out near those psychological values, they usually tap them and then spend some time deciding if they're going to keep going up. Using our extension, Fibonacci extension and retracement tool, our 16186 sits at 15 and our 2 at 137. I know what I'm doing. I know it's getting me dyslexic here. I keep looking at the cents first. I don't know why I keep ignoring the dollar. At 137 is our measured move. I'm guessing that $1 target is coming in some point this week. SEI looking pretty fancy here. Pretty fancy. H-bar waking up, perhaps. Waking up, perhaps. Let's see. Dude, I can't get over this. Why is it saying this to me? On my side, it keeps telling me that I have, like, no connection to YouTube. It's freakish. Ooh, H-bar bouncing off 6.7 cent support. I like it. I like it. Looking for it 9.8 here. I'll say in February. If not February, certainly Q1, that 10 cent mark. This is going to set this chart up to look great. Absolutely great. 10 cents has acted as resistance. It's rejected price, but failed to bring it to a lower low, showing that bulls were outmatching the bears here. We had a lower high that was bought up again and retested 10 cents. Now, right back to support. Beautiful bounce, bullish engulf on the weekly. That is a signal. You're looking for 10 cents here. That will give us another higher low, another test of that resistance, weakening it, making that probability we see a bigger or more explosive move even greater. And what gets exciting is if you break 10, look to the left. That is all inefficiency. Breaking 10 could set you up to double in price in a very short amount of time. If you're an H-bar fan, have your alerts set at 10 cents. We could see a rejection, higher low again, kind of drag it out. That would probably fit the bill here in what we've seen in some of these charts. But this gets very exciting above 10 cents. And let's go H-bar, I guess. H-bar. Let's look at CAS here too. CAS closing this weekly up near the all-time high, 15.6 cents. Or it's 15.5, we'll call it. All-time high, looking for a retest here. I think CASPA is going to 20, possibly 25 cents over the next few weeks or months, and those would be great upside targets for sure. For sure. We sold at 14, bought at 10. Let's see if we can dump it at 25. I like Casper though. I'm not gonna be all out on it. Yeah, daily slowly rolling over. I like this. If I didn't have a position, I might look right here at 12.8. I could see something like this happening. 12.8 cents might be good for a long. Bitcoin taking a breather with just 12 minutes until the market opens. Just 12. Pickle, are you here, Pickle? How is the stream, man? Because I am like finding it very hard to believe that we're even connected still to YouTube, considering like the amount of data it's sending. It's incredibly low. ADA will go wild after this pump. ADA was looking good for sure. AVAX, Link, IMX. I had IMX pulled up. All looking pretty decent, my friend. When bull market, Fletcher? Well, I hate to tell you guys, if you aren't a Tom Crown junkie OG here, it is day 410 of the Bitcoin bull market. Bet your bottom dollar, my friend. We get a lot of flack, man. As bulls, you get a lot of shit. People mock you. They tell you you're dumb. You're believing in this. It's going to keep going down. It's going to zero. It's not easy, man. It's not just the price that can get to you. It's people. Being a bull is not easy. Bulls get kind of fleeting, short periods of time with really exciting, explosive growth. And then, I don't know, the other 75% of the time, they just have to take a seat and wait. And you get these grindy, bleeding, miserable, long periods of time. Being a bull is so much harder than being a bear. Being a bear is lazy. Being a bear is not believing in anything. It's believing against something. Now, you're allowed to be a bear. Nothing against that. But this is how I see it. You're believing against something. And if you're going to believe against something, you probably shouldn't pick the most bullish asset in the history of humanity. Amen, brother. Amen. DGB. Leg in the soul, too. Greater full theory. Right on, brothers. Right on. It's 9:20. We got 10 minutes. I don't even know how long we've been live. Let's see. Nice 32 minutes. Thanks for joining, fam. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to pull up another few charts here quick that are trending and or moving in the last hour. Just going to take a peek. We're going to pull up that DYM. Bonk saving itself here. We talked about this last week. Pulling itself up from its bootstraps, hitting a higher high, breaking out of this awful pattern. Kind of spurring some hope for the bonkers. I'm not a bonker, though. Not a bonker, man. DYM. I don't even know if anyone has this. If you have DYM, put a 1 in chat. Let me know. Any thoughts on Matic? Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a while. Oh, nice. Look at this. Who was here for DYM? Who was here for this? Measured move. Broke your high. Right to the measured move target. 2. In price discovery. Tapping 833. I have a tweet that says 833. I'm pretty sure. To the dot. Retracing. Falling down. Now breaking a new high. With this little chart data, we really can't do a lot of analysis or very confident analysis. But what we can do is continue to use our Fibonacci extension and retracement tool, which is really the only tool we can use in price discovery. And that gives us 940 at that $10 mark. $10. Nice psychological value. I think that'd be real good. Entry going to be virtually impossible. You either long it on the top of a candle, man, or you're going to be waiting for a while, I feel. If you're looking for a retrace, it's probably going to be a slow bleed. Maybe back down to 750. You can see this acted as resistance before breaking through, but I can't really confidently say anything because we only have like a week of data, a week of candles. All we can do is use the tool and keep pointing up, and that's about it. You know, Pith is moving. People ask about this, and I never look at it for some reason. Oh, because it was newer. Because it is newer. Not quite at all-time high, but 87 cents. Its previous all-time high. We got it circled. That's where we're looking. After a break of the 618, back to the all-time high per Pith at 87.7. Using the Fibonacci extension and retracement tool, which we do have a video on. We have plenty of educational, free, top quality, I will argue the best free trading videos on YouTube on our channel. Check them out. We have one on this tool. Our 2-measure move at 363. If it makes the same move or a similar move to DYM, we might look for that 363 mark. For those looking to get in and out, obviously 87 cents is going to be that all-time high. Great take profit target, but 210 at the 1618. If I was in a leveraged position on this, I saw it break the all-time high, I'd probably TP at 210. I don't think I'd wait for 360, but hey, crazier things have happened. STX, baby. Let's go. That's the STX. Ooh, VeChain. We're going to look at VeChain. STX, I was harping on about how beautiful this chart was, I think, in the last stream. Beautiful, beautiful weekly candles. We're looking for 275. I mean, exactly as predicted. Call me Carl the Moon, baby. 275 is locked and loaded here. I don't even understand what would happen to prevent that. Will it break its all-time high? That I don't know. Never know. We haven't seen many of coins that have been around maybe 3+ years break all-time highs. We've seen a lot of these newer charts like DYM, obviously, break all-time highs. I can probably name a million other, Tau, Tia, Ordi, whatever. All these newer coins doing it. And that's normal because they're very small market cap, very low liquidity. Things that have been around for a while, we at least haven't seen that start yet. But 275, great target for STX. And who wants to do some moon math? Let's do it. When you have these big retracements, you still can use that same tool. And you can pick out some targets from the sky. Man, 1850. 1850. I can see that. Peak bull market, maybe. Our 2-measured move is at 53. Now, I'm going to call that $50. I wouldn't hold my breath for $50 stacks. But crazier things have happened. Way crazier things have happened. That would put the market cap at some gibberish big number. But hey, this is looking awesome. If you're in a stacks long, well played, like this chart couldn't have been any better, man. You had a macro high. You held the low. Bulls defended it. They pushed it back above the previous high, back tested it as support, and now they're moving back to the all-time highs. Like, let's go. What more do you want from a chart? That's everything in a basket, man. Let's take a peek at VET, because VET's not only trending on Twitter, it's also making some moves here. Now, not quite as exciting as some of the other charts we've seen, but you can see the arrows. You can see the past analysis and even the long. There we go. We longed it from 2 cents up to 2.7. We relonged it on the back test, baby. And now VET at 3.4 cents, breaking past its January 10th high, but not its yearly high. That would be at 3.9, just a fraction of a penny higher for VET. Let's see what this looks like. Because we have a confirmed swing high and swing low, we can use our tool. And there it is, boys and girls. It was saying how great stacks looked, how beautiful that chart was, but like, you can't ask for anything better than this, man. Send VET to 5 cents. Send it to 5, baby. That 1618 is directly on top of our monthly level right there, man. If you break 5, you can definitely have some higher targets. You can see this efficiency point on our chart. It does extend all the way up to 9 cents. I'm not going to call that quite yet, but breaking 5 does set you up for maybe that 9-cent target on the monthly. Man, so many charts look so good. So many charts. Are you entertained? Are you entertained by the charts, fam? It's so spicy. Oh, it's so spicy. Uh-oh. Why did it do this? I don't know. I don't really understand what's going on. My computer and connection are being real weird here. 4 minutes until the market opens. Let's make a bet. Is the high in for today? Let's make a bet. Will it reverse at market open? Will Bitcoin see? Vote in the poll real quick, guys, please. What's up, Craig? I see you out there subscribing. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. XRP is not moving, Fifth Dimension Seeker. I appreciate it. It hasn't moved yet. It's still like 53 cents. ICP. You know what? I will actually pull up ICP. You caught me. ICP looked really good on Monday. Is it still looking really good? Still looking really good. It's taking its time. It's taking its time, but this is a beautiful climb, man. Low, lower low, higher low, higher low. Neckline. Where's this neckline? Right at the 618, 1356. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just based on what everything else is doing, It would be crazy not to think we're going to see ICP at 1623. Breaking 1623 brings us right up to our really longly awaited target of 20 bucks. That's a pretty big gain from here. I like the way this chart looks, man. Invert this chart and tell me, are you bullish or bearish? You better be bearish on that. That's gross. That's gross. No reversal. We got 85 votes. Carl has blood on his shorts. I did see Carl the Moon opened a $450,000 short. Was it yesterday? Appreciate you. Appreciate your liquidity. Video has gone on YouTube. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. This thing is just all kinds of goofed up, man. We've never had this problem to my knowledge. That's okay. We're going to hold out. Even if the video goes out, if we got audio, we're holding out here. We're going to make it to the market open. Just minutes away. 1 minute and 15 seconds away. No problem. No problem. Yeah, I don't see a problem, but dude, I don't see a problem. Like, I just played a little bit of the stream. I don't either, but you can tell something's goofy, man. You can tell. Again, viewership kind of peaking at the exact same rate. When YouTube gives you this thing, that is bad. Typically, they're not going to like push your stream out when you're sending a crappy feed. Even if it isn't crappy, and even if they just think it's crappy. It is what it is. Nothing can bring us down today, my friends. 40 seconds. We got 40 seconds. Ooh. Ooh. I should have put a trade there, man. Nice. Right off that 15 minute. Right off the 30 minute. Right off the hourly order block. That is a great candle. That's a great candle. The next 30 minutes could be very spicy. 15 seconds. 15. We have 15 seconds. How many charts can I do? No, I'm just kidding. The dollar showing some strength here. Stocks don't seem to be super affected. Well, no, crypto doesn't seem to be super effective. Dollar breaking to higher highs. You can see our analysis here. Hey, this was right, but I was looking for lower, so I'll admit this was wrong. Dollar maybe cleared up to like 106. Pretty wild. SPX, I think, closed a pretty ugly day yesterday. Yep. Pretty ugly day. That's the week. There we go. Pretty ugly day yesterday. Opened low, didn't make it back. It has an open gap to 5,020. Wouldn't be surprising to see it make that move here in the next 6 hours. Markets are officially open. Are we getting the pump? Or are we getting the dump? Bump, bump, bum. Bump, bump. Find out next time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy Valentine's Day. Pray for the pump. Stay bullish. Bitcoin may be doing something it's never done before. We'll be here. I hope you're here with us. We'll help you make it through. Join the Discord, guys. Subscribe. Join our fam. Check out the links in the video description below. The educational content, the exchanges, our sponsors links, everything. Bullish dreams, baby. Oh, man. It's waiting for me. It's waiting for me. I don't know. Now I don't want to move. I was like going to wrap it up, but maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. Markets are open. And Bitcoin looking to push its high. If it breaks its high here, that gets very, very interesting. Its high is broken. Spice is unleashed again upon us on Valentine's Day. Everybody getting effed. Woo! Let's go. There it is. Higher high into market. Wow, I didn't expect that. I was like pretty confident it was just going to do nothing after the market opened because we've seen that happen a lot. Higher high. Upside target. Let's go. 52.6. That is possible today. It's possible today. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm going to... I literally said I'm going to wrap, and then it went up more. Son of a bee. Son of a bee. Let's go. Let's go. I guess we're not going anywhere. We're just going to stare at this candle today. 51.9. Bitcoin putting on a good... let's call it a lead on that $1 trillion market cap. Putting a little padding below it. I like it. Beautiful bounce right here pre-market at 51,575 while we were live. Beautiful bounce off of the hourly order block. This is a 15-minute candle close, 30-minute candle close, hourly order block. It is a beautiful setup and a great place to find support. Let's be real. This is getting spicier. 52K, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 800 viewers all of a sudden. The stream's still saying it doesn't have good connection, but that's okay because Bitcoin's still pumping, boys. Let's do it. I'm going to put on the pump song and it will ruin the pump. No, I'm just kidding. It won't ruin the pump. Fingers crossed. If it does, you know what? You shouldn't put it on. We've had bad luck. Let's put it on. I don't care. I don't care about luck. Luck's not real. We make our own luck here in trading. We make our own luck. How loud is that? Boom. Boom. The second it comes on. Screw you, whales. Screw you. Don't you give me red candles on my pump song. That's rude. What's up, Reese Kramer? I see you, brother. Jack Harrison over on Facebook. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you all. I appreciate the pump song, but it has not been effective. We may need to look for a new pump song, guys. We may need to. You know what? In order to save this rally, I hate to blue ball you like that. I'm going to pause the pump song. Go back up. We got 1,000 viewers now. Let's go. Let's go. 51.8. We hit 52. Another higher high, guys. If you're tuning in right now, which you are, the beginning of the stream loaded with alpha. Absolutely loaded with alpha. DVR is enabled. You can go back and watch it now, or you can watch the pump with us in real time. I'm looking for 52. Looking for 52.6 today. I think 52.6 is a great target. That's a great target. We have a lot of strength here on these hourlies. As I said, this hourly order block tested right before the market opened, held as support. We've moved higher again, another 2024 high. Pushing up to exactly 52K. Are we really going to play this game at every $1,000 increment? Are we gonna hit it and then have a few candles where we don't do anything and then hit the next one? Maybe not, though, because this one went from 49.8 to 51. Didn't stop at 50. I don't know. I guess this was it stopping at 50. Getting alerts. Oh, that's the 52K alert. There we go. I turned the pump song off. It doesn't seem to have done much. That's okay. Are we winding up? Are we winding up for another move? Hold up. Hold up. Money flow in the 1 minute is not exactly what I'd like. Dude, look at how slow this is loading. Maybe I might close a bunch of these charts. I don't know. I don't know. Of course, we have technical problems on the spiciest day. On the spiciest day, we're going to have connection issues. Ah, my job's never done. Ooh. Speaking of that, really quick, I just noticed. We were just talking about this chart. Its ears must have been burning. We got 1,600 viewers now. All right, we'll turn the tunes back on. I just noticed SEI, as predicted minutes ago, breaking its all-time high here. This is by like a margin of error. 87.8. We're now at 88.4. Actually, that's a little bit more than the margin of error. Let's go. SEI on its way to $1. Send it. Just send it to $1. Don't waste time. Send it right to $1, baby. All right, we're gonna redo the pump song and pray it doesn't destroy everything. We're gonna play it because we got so many new people here. Everybody new jumping in, guys, please smash the like, hype up the stream. The more engagement we get, the more YouTube shows this to new people, and the more it shows it to new people, the bigger and more exciting the streams get. I appreciate you. We are so close to 100,000 followers. We are so close. With your help, we will get there, and with Bitcoin pumping, we will get there. Who will get there first? We're both gonna get there. Our channel's gonna get there probably in like 2 months or less. YouTube, Bitcoin though. Will Bitcoin make it to 100K before we do? That would be something. Let's go. Oh. Any hope for Casper? Love Casper. Luxel go long. 52K again. Let's go. 52K all day. 52.1. 52.1. Blasting past 52. 52.6 our target for today. Our in-stream. Let's go. I don't know how long it'll take. Could take all day. Could happen right now.
Death of Olympus means the death of us all. Then prepare for your death, Poseidon.
Dare me, mortal, the god of Olympus. Nothing of you in my wake. There it is. Face me. Beautiful. What's up, Anonymous? I see you. Dangerous. Look at that climb on Ha. Ooh, no bottom wicks. Top wicks getting higher and higher. Yes, yes. 4 hour back in an uptrend on the Hakim Ashi candles. Dangerous, man. Look at that. Maybe. Maybe. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Did your favorite bear influencer tell you to short 15? Were we going sub K? Did they tell you that golden crosses are lagging? No. Did they tell you that golden crosses are lagging? Did you short the golden cross? Did they tell you that weekly crosses were even more lagging? Did you short the weekly cross? Did they tell you that the ETF was a sell the news event? Did you short the ETF? Well, brother, I don't know what to tell you other than find other people to follow. Stop listening to those people. They're going to keep calling down all the way up. And at some point, they will be right. Temporarily, they will be right. It will go down. Bitcoin doesn't only just move up. As exciting as it is, it doesn't just move up. Just be aware. Be aware. What you digest is important. It impacts the way you think. Take care of the way you think. It's one of the most valuable things as a trader. All right. I appreciate you guys. This early stream was dope. It was fire. Go back to the beginning. Watch the first 10-ish minutes. There's alpha. You can't miss it. Links in the video description below. Jump in the Discord. Happy Valentine's Day, fam. Crown out. I love you all.